It took only 1 second for chaos to spread across the city of Toulouse. This was 8 years ago. Beyond the terrible human toll, the many dead and wounded is a frightening number. 80,000 disaster victims. The explosion struck 2/3 of Toulouse. Bernadette Street soon became a symbol of the destruction. All the houses here had been devastated.
This house here, for instance, was completely knocked down. For a while there was only an empty lot, and then it was rebuilt from scratch.
The street is now as charming as it used to be, but inside certain houses, some rooms are still a mess. Gérard Adam and his family had to spend 1 year away from home, and now they're still struggling to get compensation for the destruction. The as-if disaster is still on their mind.
Once in a while we feel a bit edgy. That's something that wasn't there before. Bouts of anger, short temper. We weren't like that before. When everyone in the same area, regardless of their age, has these types of similar reaction, it proves there's a common point for all this.
We'll never be quite the same. Now whenever I hear a sudden noise, I jump. Last September, I remember one day, a plane broke the sound barrier and I panicked. I immediately called my dad to see if he was okay. There's really a before and after the disaster.
Neighbors Nicole and François Roger also came back to live in their street. They consider themselves lucky. The insurance company was quick to pay for the reconstruction. The only bad memories are those days when they had to camp in front of their home. And like many people in Toulouse, the idea that on that day death wasn't very far away.
The walls were riddled with shards of glass. If my husband had been sitting here as he's used to, not only would he have been crushed by the collapsing roof, but also cut by the exploding window.
There was about 1 meter of rubble in this room, glass wall and broken beams.
Not far from here, a housing project, La Cité du Parc.
This is the place Building B used to stand. This is where I used to live and where I was badly wounded by the explosion.
The building was devastated by the explosion. In 2006, City Hall decided to demolish it. Jean-François Grelier owned an apartment here.
This was a second shock. The first one was the industrial disaster. The second one was the city's decision to raise our building to the ground.
And what could be called the third shock are all these things that can't be repaired or brought back. The missing and this unspeakable trauma many people in Toulouse feel very deep inside.